the other tape going? Okay. Let me call to order the Town of Waxahachie Grove Special Magistrate hearing for today. Today's Wednesday, May 21st, 2014. That's 9:30 a.m. Looks like we have a short agenda. Let me start though by swearing in the witnesses. So, okay. Do you swear the testimony you'll give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
I do.
Yeah. First case that we have on the agenda, and the only case on the agenda, is case 2013-339, Chaney Farms. So what do we have here?
Yes, Mr. Magistrate, Beverly 2, representing the Town of Waxahachie Grove's Code Enforcement Division. If you recall, this is Town of Waxahachie Grove's Florida petitioner versus Chaney Farms. Property control number for the record 41-41-43-17-01-110-010. The location at 15550 Okeechobee Boulevard, Waxahachie Groves, Florida. If you recall, we received, or there was an order of violation issued for non-permitted use of property located in the agricultural residential zoning district. The property is being used for commercial activity, retail, wholesale sales, in particular hay. The reference code in violation was the Waxahachie Groves Unified Land Development Code, Article 20, Residential Zoning District, Section 20-15. I'm going to present to you Exhibit Number 1, which was the order finding violation signed by the magistrate on March 18, 2014. And in that order, it stated that on or before April 21st, 2014, the alleged violator should come into compliance with the Town Unified Land Development Code as charged in the notice of violation. If the respondent failed to bring the property into compliance with the town's ULDC by April 21st, 2014, a fine and an amount not to exceed $100 per day may be imposed for every day of non-compliance. Here's Exhibit Number 1, the order of violation.
I have it here.
Okay.
Okay. And you have a copy?
No.
I'll take that.
Can I also provide Exhibit Number 2, compliance with Florida statute. We provided Chaney Farms with the notice of hearing for a fine certification, administrative cost certification pursuant to state statute. That notice went out on April 21st, 2014. You'll find in that exhibit the affidavit of service as well as the photographs for the property posting and the postal service green card tracking. So we were in compliance with the notification requirements.
If I need it.
It's just notification, but you.
Yeah, I can just, you can set them there and I'll get it. So you don't have to keep walking back and forth.
Mr. Magistrate, and I will let Russ testify to this. We have, since that time of an order of violation, we have conducted inspections out of the property. And as of yesterday, and I can certainly let Russ testify to this, our inspections have not found where we have seen any continued operation of a hay sale there. Would that be an accurate assessment, Scott?
That there is or is not?
There is not.
No, that is correct.
And would you like to testify for the record?
I have not observed any business activity on the property or signage indicating such.
Yep.
Yeah, other than your hydroponic sign up front.
Correct.
Which was okay, right?
I have no idea. They said it wasn't legal before.
Oh, you mean the sign may not be legal?
Well, no, we're not here to address the sign. We're here to address whether or not it wasn't cited for that sign.
Right, right. But as far as the hydroponic operation, that was no problem, right? And that was permitted in the.
Yeah, that's just farm operation.
Just farming. Yeah. Okay. So as far as date of compliance, were they okay by the
April 21st.
by April 21st?
Yes, sir. We've made that determination.
Okay.
So, Mr. Magistrate, we are here today just, and I believe, have you issued, has there been a compliance letter?
I've not done that now.
Okay, so we will be providing a compliance letter to the property
Okay.
owner. So we're here today, Mr. Magistrate, just to request administrative costs associated with prosecution of this case. I have here exhibit number 3, the administrative cost summary. This definitely needs to go to Mr. Michael. You will find a summary of those costs attached, beginning with the initial investigations beginning on July 17th of 2013 down to May 14th of 2014. The town is requesting for fine certification of administrative cost an amount of $3,215.25.
Okay. Let me just enter into evidence the 3 exhibits, exhibits 1, 2, and 3. Let me just ask, this cost summary is time actually expended on this particular case?
Yes, sir, it is, and if required, I can provide you with the document, the backup documentation, which is the time sheets.
Okay, I don't know that I need those unless there was going to be a question, and
Right.
there is a question. The rate billed, is that the amount billed to the town?
Yes, sir.
So it's straight through?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let me look over it. Okay. Do you have a copy of this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And anything else the town wants to present?
I would just like to remind Mr. Nibel, this is not an assessment against you. This is an assessment against the property owner, which would be Mr. Shandy.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay. No, sir, my presentation.
Okay. Do you have any questions for them?
Well, yeah, and for you.
And you have the right to tell me whatever you want to, but if you have
Sure.
questions for them.
No, I don't have no questions. I just would like to request a hearing on this administration fee because my lawyer is not present, and I would like him to come back and just make sure, you know, I don't want to speak for Mr. Patel and myself without, you know, the attorney present. So I agree with everything they're saying as far as, you know, there's nothing on the location, we're not doing any business out of there, but as far as this, I don't, you know, it's not my expertise, so I don't know how to address that without him here.
Who's Mr. Patel?
That's the landowner,
Okay,
the one that's in India.
so he's the guy behind Shanley Farms?
Yes, sir. The property owner, however you want it.
Okay, I take that then, I guess, as a request to continue the hearing. Your response?
No, sir. We would request that the request be denied. If you recall, Mr. Magistrate, they requested a continuance the first time, which we allowed, and we've met the notification requirements of the 30-day notice. So the town would again request that Mr. Nibel's request be denied. And especially as a point of reference, and especially in the sense that Mr. Nibel is not the property owner, he is the leasee.
True, but he may be,
He has a
I
vested
don't know what
interest.
your deal is with the,
He does have a vested interest, I would agree.
Sure.
yeah, right.
And like Mr. Perry said, you know, he tried to reschedule, but because he had conflict of interest, so for me to sit here and,
Mr. Nibel, when did he ask for that request?
I have no idea if he just told me that on the phone. He said he
Do we have
talked
any
to Mark
idea?
or,
if that request for continuance was made and when. We
Yeah.
have, that has not been relayed on to me, so I don't even have any idea, Mr. Magistrate, that a request was made. It wasn't made through me.
So you had no contact with Mr. Perry?
No, sir.
Neither of you? None of the three of you?
No, sir.
Just Mark here.
Mark Cutney?
Yeah, that's what Mark Parrott said. But I don't know if it was about the continuation or whatever, I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. I think as it pertains to that issue, just delaying the hearing, I'm going to deny that request. We're here, and everything was noticed, the notice was out and signed for quite a
Yeah.
while back. So, yeah, I think we need to just proceed with the hearing. You can, and I realize you're not an attorney, but you don't need to be. You can tell me whatever you want about the cost, or you can ask them questions about the cost.
No, I have no questions about it because I don't know, how that works. So I'm sure whatever you say goes along, and then I will just give it to my attorney and he will proceed from there. I mean, I don't want to ask something I don't know about,
Okay. Well, essentially, though, I mean, just to give you the context of it, the state statute provides that in addition to, fines that can be levied, which there are none,
Yeah.
the governmental entity can collect its costs
Right.
in proceeding with the case. So that's, and I know you understand that, that's what's here.
Just like, and I understand there's other things that contest that too, so that's where a lawyer,
Yeah, yeah.
so I don't want to speak because I don't know about it, but.
Yeah, I mean, certainly, it doesn't have to be accepted as what the town submits, and there are legal arguments that can be made, but, Mr. Perry isn't here. I mean, we could have even, and I don't know if he spoke with anybody, we could have maybe even accommodated him by telephone if need be, to get.
Yeah, I just asked him and he just said he had conflict of interest today with something that he didn't even tell me, so.
Okay.
But it's totally
Because I
up to
know
you.
we went through this, the first hearing where we were all here and
Yeah.
Mr. Perry didn't make it, and we did reschedule that, and he was at the hearing, at the actual violation hearing. So anyway, I'm not going to continue it.
Okay.
Anything else anybody wants to add?
No, there's nothing to
And
do.
let me just ask, I guess this is, well, I did ask, these were hours expended on this case, and it's your testimony, they accurately reflect your time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you had nothing else?
No, I don't know nothing. I'm not a lawyer.
Okay. Well, based on the testimony, then, I will award costs in the amount of $3,215.25, and we'll enter an order accordingly. Also, I guess the order will provide that you're in compliance,
Mhm.
and that part of the case is taken care of. And anything else we need to address on the case?
No, sir, nothing to do.
Anything else from you, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. And looking at the agenda, that looks like that's all we have.
Yes, sir.
So, we will adjourn. It's about 10 till 10.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Yep,
Magistrate.
thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Michael.
So I will get a copy of all the,
Yes.
There will be an order, just like the original order.
Right.
That will come out